Hello everyone, welcome to the DAGG Podcast episode 8. Today, I am joined with my good friend and fellow Enten member, Mr. Key. Key, please introduce yourself.
Introduce myself? Okay. Hi guys, my name is Key. Mostly, I'm known as Key of Time 15 on all my social media platforms. I am a Kingdom Hearts content creator who occasionally dabbles in other Square Enix video games, and I'm also a former Nintendo YouTuber, but I'm still at heart a very big Nintendo fan and a longtime friend of the DAGG channel. So yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Perfect. So, okay, Key, I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, this was going to be a Kingdom Hearts podcast, like I explained to you before getting into this call. However, a lot of Nintendo news have been happening ever since I did my last episode with Cisco. So there's a lot of ground to cover and a lot of craziness that has been going around during the last 2 weeks that I think we should start with that. And maybe if we have time, cover Kingdom Hearts. So first of all, we got the announcement of a brand new LEGO Zelda set. We first had the Great Deku Tree, which was, I believe, $650, somewhere around that area, maybe $600. And now we have a more affordable $130, the final battle from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. What do you personally think about this set? Because I know you're also a huge Zelda fan, a huge Ocarina of Time defender. So...
Yeah, no, I'll defend Ocarina of Time till the day I die. It is probably one of the greatest Zelda games ever. The $650 Deku Tree set, while a dream of mine to have a LEGO Zelda set ever since I was a kid, it was definitely a little too rich for my blood. But then I saw this new one with the whole final battle against Ganondorf. I'm like, okay, that one is just straight up a scene from Ocarina of Time, and it is the final battle. So, I'm thinking to myself, okay, it can't be that ridiculous. It can't be as bad as the Deku Tree, right? But you never know. Despite how cool it is and how much I really would like to purchase it, I don't know if I could justify it or not yet. We're going to have to wait and see what the price is.
Yeah, I mean, $130, it's a lot. Personally, I feel like this should have been a $100 set at most. Because if you look at it, it's just really, you get 3 minifigures, you get the Ganon build, and part
There's like
of
a
the
catapult
castle
thing.
Yeah, catapult thing where you can shoot Link and he kind of jumps into Ganon, which is really cool. But if you look at it, it's really just bare bones. It's not like a full-on set like the Deku Tree or stuff like that. It's very bare. So for me personally, it should have been $100 at most, but I agree. LEGO Zelda has always been a dream of mine ever since I was a kid. Like, I would look up LEGO Zelda. I even at one point saw one poster and thought, hey, we're going to get a LEGO Zelda video game, and I was really excited, and I told my dad and my friends, and it was just fan art. But
yeah, because I remember like building my own LEGO Zelda sets out of Legos that I had, and I would always get like these like old Robin Hood sets, and I'd even like make like a little clay Link hat to put on the top because there wasn't an actual Link hat yet.
Did you watch the YouTube tutorial on how to make?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I even tried making my own like stop motion Zelda videos, because those were like some of my first things that I watched on YouTube was like Zelda fan films, and one of my earliest memories was watching one where this guy made Link fight Lego Zuko from Avatar.
What?
And yeah, it's it was an old video. I don't know where it is or if it's still even out there, but it's it was really, really cool. I miss those days.
Yeah, the good old days. And yeah, like, it's a dream come true. Talking about dreams coming true, do you believe we're going to get a Zelda Ocarina of Time HD remake soon? I'm switching a little bit the topic. We're moving from LEGO Zelda because, look, the evidence is here. It's it's possible. We have Zelda's 40th anniversary. There are no big 3D Zelda games announced. The movie is coming out, and what do you want to promote? The big movie, the biggest Zelda game there is. Well, the most popular Zelda game of all time. We also have this LEGO Ocarina of Time set. So the pieces are kind of lining up, in my personal opinion, to get a full-on remake of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time with Unreal Engine for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, this is probably controversial, but I hate the way the Unreal Engine like Zelda remake that people have been making looks. I think it looks ugly, and like soulless. You know,
Okay.
The Ocarina had like a certain art style and feel to it that they did definitely capture in the 3DS remake that they did, and I would love to see like an HD port of that to the Switch. I think that would be great. A full-on remake, though, I don't really feel like it's entirely necessary, and I kind of think if they were to remake it, they would have to like one thing up the scale of it. You can't just make it 1-to-1, but with better graphics and better assets or anything. You have to just rehaul the whole thing and make it a much bigger world to explore. You know, Hyrule Field really should be much larger than it is. It felt large to us as kids, but if we were to remake it and play it as adults, you're going to realize how small that world actually feels because it's already been lived in. You want to make it good, you want to make a good Ocarina of Time remake, then make it completely new. And at that point, you might as well just make a whole new Zelda game. So,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a big Ocarina of Time remake truther. If it happens, I'll eat my words. I'll do a backflip. I'll go jump in the snow butt naked if I have to. But until that day comes, I'm going to say it's probably not going to happen. Though, the LEGO set is really cool. The LEGO set is cool, and I would still definitely love for it to happen.
That's interesting because I'm in the complete opposite side. Because I loved the Ocarina of Time 3D remake. Absolutely
I did too.
Loved it. And I love the style as well. Like, I just meant Unreal Engine, graphics-wise, when it comes to the water, for example, or the grass, not the actual style of Link. I don't know. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe a Studio Ghibli-inspired art style? Could that make you change your mind? Maybe.
Well, that's my big thing, is I don't really want to see an art style change, per se. I think that I would like to see the world expanded, if anything. You know, if you just remake the game, but, you know, with different graphics, then it's kind of just whatever to me. You know, it's the same world that I've lived in, but it just looks a little bit prettier. But also, with updated graphics, sometimes you get, you know, you lose some of that feeling from the original game.
Music as well, like
the music's one thing.
Orchestral music for the game. I don't know, and maybe I don't know if this is changing too much the game, but maybe add a new dungeon or maybe more stuff to do in Hyrule Field.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I
mean, Hyrule Field itself, if you think about it, it's just Lon Lon Ranch in the middle of the map, and that's great. But what else? And then you just have all the other parts of the world connected to Hyrule Field in like this very obvious like 6-direction path. You know, you have to build off more of that. You know, give us more world to explore. You know,
maybe new exclusive side quests that do not affect the main story of the game, but more side quests. That could be a good way to solve that issue, actually.
For sure. Yeah. No, I definitely think so. I think there was like one major trade quest in the game. It started off with like the Happy Mask shop, and then you got the Bigoron sword. But other than that, I don't think there was any like other really big side quests. You know, there were just like a couple mini games here and there. So more side quests that expand the world and get you invested in doing side content. You know, some people might consider that bloat, but for the people that like actually care about this game, I think they would like to see something new instead of just a remaster with better graphics of their game that from like when they were 10. You know?
Yeah. It's a tough spot because you don't want to change too much where it's not like the original game, but you don't want to keep it exactly the same so it doesn't warrant a remake. Like it's really kind of like a perfect spot that they need to hit, but I don't know. Could happen. Yeah. Hopefully. What if they did the Hero of Time collection in HD, like for the 3DS games in HD? Would you be up for that?
I would definitely be up for it. I don't see why they would want to bundle two games that they could sell individually.
Well, they did that with Mario Galaxy, and it worked.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Because the Mario games, you could sell any one of those like by themselves, honestly, or they could have, but they bundled it all together in a collection. So if they wanted to make and give Zelda like the same treatment for its 40th anniversary, I could see them doing a bundle of those two games. But when you start getting into something like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess or even Skyward Sword, that's where it becomes a little bit more iffy for me to believe it.
Yeah, it becomes it's more challenging. Maybe Wind Waker. Well, no, because I believe Twilight Princess is going to go to the NSO actually.
Maybe, yeah.
Speaking of NSO, did you see the leaks?
I saw the leaks. I saw the Nintendo Cisco video. Shout out Nintendo Cisco.
So, for the ones who don't know, there was this Walmart Canada picture, an ad that they posted promoting the Nintendo Switch Online service, which included pictures of Pikmin 2 and Metroid Prime 2. Both games have their own respective pros and cons. For example, Nintendo Cisco made a video talking about exactly this case in which, for Metroid fans, this is a bad thing, since most Metroid fans, we are expecting a remake. However, I am actually really excited to have a way to play this game. And for Pikmin fans, this is a plus, because this means that maybe there is a possibility to have the licenses from the original GameCube game back. So instead of having, for example, regular batteries, you actually have the Duracell batteries. Or instead of a soda cap, you have the 7-Up cap. Stuff like that. However, I don't know if you saw, but Nintendo actually came out saying that this was actually fake. That this was a mistake made by Walmart.
They took the shovel and they tried to cover it up with the dirt.
Exactly. That's my theory. Like, they are trying to cover their, mess up. Their mess. Do you think it's coming? Like, are we getting Pikmin 2 and Metroid Prime 2?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's the most garbage cover-up I've ever seen for something that doesn't even need it. I mean, we know that these games are gonna come to the thing eventually. So what if it's the next thing that is announced and then you got it announced early? That's just whatever.
Yeah,
you still got press. Whatever. People still know it's happening.
Like,
they should just leak stuff like that more often.
Well, that's what happened with the Switch too, but Nintendo just kept quiet. They didn't say anything, and then the actual system got released or got announced, and it was exactly like the leaks. So it's weird that this time they actually have a statement to it.
Yeah, it's really strange. It doesn't make any sense. If they were trying to cover up the Switch 2, that's one thing. That's your brand new shiny console, but for something like this, it just doesn't really make any sense to me. I mean, like, why? Why do
weird. Speaking of why doing things, why do we need a Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition? Did you see the trailer?
I did. I think I remember seeing something about Rosalina and then also something about her chest size.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, for those listening who are out of the loop, Nintendo announced that Super Mario Bros. Wonder, a game that came out in 2023, I believe, for the original Nintendo Switch, is going to get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which includes more playable characters, more easy modes per se, and a brand new mode called Bella Bell Park, which is pretty much like, if you played Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe, it's kind of like an extra mode. So you get extra mini games that you can play with friends online, and looks really promising. It's kind of like Mario Party mini games, but it isn't really something new. It has some new challenges, and again, Rosalina got announced, and she has some big melons, which is which a lot of people are making fun of, because why did Nintendo decide to take that creative decision? I don't know,
man. Someone at the company was feeling a little frisky that day when they were in the a little bit. They were feeling a little type of way that day in the boardroom. I don't know.
Yeah, that was funny. And also, they announced 3 brand new amiibos, which is it's like not the toads, but the equivalent to toads in the Flower Kingdom. We also have Captain Toad and Elephant Mario. And in my opinion, those amiibo are too little, too late.
Yeah, I mean, the original release of the game, definitely, it was forever ago, and they should have just dumped it all then. But maybe this is also just to help give you a reminder about the game coming to Switch 2. I don't know. Yeah. It could be like a marketing strategy of some kind, but I also get where you're coming from. A lot of people, DAGG, are you sure you have the right guess for this one? Because a lot of people know that I just don't like Mario. So,
no,
look, I don't have much to say.
My hot take, my real hot take is that I do not like Mario Wonder.
Mario Wonder, okay.
I really like the new Super Mario Bros. Games, and it's not that I hate Mario Wonder. It's just that I don't like it. I love the art style. I think they did something really good, really interesting. They innovated in a good way. However, it just felt quick. It kind of felt extremely easy. Like they have so many great ideas, but they didn't fully develop those ideas. And I kind of got bored with the game. I finished it, and I have no intentions on going back. It was just a one and done thing.
Well, I mean, that's interesting, and I think I definitely know your history of games. You definitely have a particular taste in games. I do know for a fact that we have opposite views on a particular game that also is Zelda. I do remember an amiibo being shot point blank, poor guy. Probably burned as well, I think, right?
No, it is burned. It's it's right there. You cannot see it on camera, but it is right there. I have a burned Link's Awakening amiibo because I don't like the art style of the remake.
But I loved the art style.
No. Now I hope Ocarina of Time has an Unreal Engine style that I love.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
That's vengeance.
No,
that's
you're done.
Vengeance.
You're done. That is too far. You go too far, my friend. You just no. God. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to derail, but that was you just reminded me of that whole era where I was so excited for that game, and you were like, "No, fuck this fucking amiibo, dude."
Yeah, no, it's all burned up over there. Wow, the good old days. Good old days. Funny enough, I actually had a video planned when Tears of the Kingdom came out, in which you can unlock the Link's Awakening headpiece, like kind of helmet, which looks really weird in the game. And I was planning on making this huge green screen video of me, Dragon Ball Z, fighting the amiibo because it was in Link's in Tears of the Kingdom, and it was going to ruin the game and stuff like that. At the end, I don't know why I never did it, but yeah,
it's like this weird unbridled hatred towards this thing, and I think I get it. I understand where you're coming from. There are definitely some like things in video games that I just really hate for no apparent reason. When I was like first getting into Nintendo and playing Zelda for the first time, I really hated Girahim from Skyward Sword. I thought he was the worst motherfucker alive, and I still kind of hold on to that a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. If you do ever make that video, can you like make me show up and like start fighting you for him or something?
Of course. You know what? If Ocarina of Time does get a remake and it has an Unreal Engine art style, I would love to have you here again and debate which is better, the Link's Awakening art style or the Ocarina of Time art style, and both have arguments.
I will fight you on that all day. Link's Awakening would win. Yeah.
Sure, buddy.
All right. Hey. All right.
You probably saw this around. Going to another topic, PokéPark Kanto got a brand reopening in Tokyo. Personally, I am not the biggest Pokemon fan, I must admit, so I'm a little out of the loop on this. But from my understanding, it is a brand new theme park centered completely around Pokemon, and it has a real Pokemon Center with, well, not Pokemon Center, a Pokemon it's the hospital.
Yeah, this Pokemon Center.
Oh, Pokemon Center. Oh, okay, so you have the Pokemon Center with a real Nurse Joy and everything. So that looks really cool, but I don't know much about it. What do you know about the park?
So what I know mostly, it is mostly just a park that you can go to. It's not like an amusement park or anything. It's just a place you can go to take pictures with Pokemon statues and the like, while also in like a real open area. I mean, you could also treat it as a place to not only take photo shoots with your favorite Pokemon, but also to go and meet other Pokemon fans. Like bringing your DS or Switch with you to like battle against other trainers. I'm not sure what the actual functionality of the Pokemon Center is. Maybe there is something there and I just don't know it. I do know though there is collectible pins for all of the different Pokemon, like Gen 1 at least to Gen 2, and you can take those pins and you can trade them with other residents of the park.
Ooh, interesting.
And you know, them calling it PokéPark Kanto does hit a particular soft spot for me. I love Gen 1, Gen 2, not so much Gen 3 and 4 because I didn't do those, and then Gen 5 as well. I love older Pokemon games. The newer ones are a different story, and I can understand where you're coming from, not being the biggest fan. I'm not like a super fan, but you know, I got a soft spot for the old stuff.
Hey, that's good. That's really good. Actually, I've been debating this. For those who listen to the podcast, you probably already know, I am going to Japan this year on summer. I am really, really excited. However,
I'm excited for you.
I didn't know this park was going to be opened this year. So I already made my whole schedule, my whole itinerary. And I don't know if I should make room for this park. Because if I am not the biggest Pokemon fan, I am not exactly sure if it's for me. When I'm already planning on going to the Pokemon Cafe, for example, and a lot of Pokemon centers.
Yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from, especially if you're going for like a very particularly limited number of time.
Yeah.
You definitely want to like focus on the stuff that you really want to do first, and then go from there. You know, if you have spare time, then just slide it in, fit it in. I definitely did underestimate how much like stuff I had planned versus how much time I actually had, because I didn't want to overplan when I went on my trip. But you'll be surprised. You know, you'll go, you'll do the things that you want to do, then you think to yourself, I still have some time. And you know, you might want to just go to like a food place or check out a restaurant or maybe check out a landmark that you weren't really planning on visiting, but you'll still do it. So you never know. Just put it on like the maybe sort of
on the
side
maybe
things,
on
right?
the maybe list. Yeah, sounds good. We also have 3 more Nintendo topics. We're doing fantastic time-wise. I am really, really happy on that. So another big, well, not big, kind of like a small topic to talk about, but something really important, is that this patch is going to get released for the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm really excited. It's a brand new, like, Telltale game. It looks really fun. However, on the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 edition of the game, there is permanent censorship, because this is an amateur game. You kind of can see nudity and a little bit of blood and stuff like that, and it's going to be censored permanently. Like, there's no on and off switch like on the PS5. Personally, this sucks. Like, this is a really bad look for Nintendo. Nintendo has the public perception of being controlling with everything, that you do not really own your Switch, all that drama. And now they permanently censor your games, which are uncensored on other consoles, even though it is already labeled as a mature game, when they have 50 plus hentai games on the Nintendo eShop uploaded every single day.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna say this real quick. Is this thing on?
Yeah, it is on.
I don't like censorship in video games. I don't like censorship in anything. I think that art should be preserved in the form as it was intended to be shown, you know? And when you come in and you put the little black bars and the smudges and the bleeps and everything, it just kind of ruins the integrity of what it was supposed to be. So, if you're obviously trying to appeal to people that aren't comfortable with those kinds of like subject matter, then you're appealing to the wrong people. If they can't take those kinds of themes and visuals, then they shouldn't even be playing the game in the first place. Go play something else. Go play Batman or something. I don't know. Go play another Telltale game. If it's not the game for you, then don't play it. Don't censor it. Just don't market it to those people. Don't sell it to a child. I don't know.
Exactly. There's parental controls for a reason, right? So if you're a child, you should not be able to get the game, and that's it.
The ratings are there for a reason. M rating.
Exactly. So I think it is more than clear that you and I both agree that this should have been an uncensored release, and Nintendo should have no right to censor the game, even though it's on the console.
Yeah, at least give an option. Yeah,
like have the option, like they do on the PS5. And if you're going to get picky, delete the fucking 50 hentai games you have on your Nintendo eShop every single day.
Yeah, come on, there's a standard, please.
Come on. Another thing that happened today, the day that we are recording, we got the Tomodachi Life Direct. Did you get a chance to watch it?
Actually, I did not. I've been deep in the video editing minds today, and then after that was D&D, so I got no time on my hands. I did see some little tidbits here and there, so you're going to be doing most of the talking for this, but I did see there was an option to pick your gender. You can choose non-binary now, and you can also date people of the same gender, I believe, in the game. So that's pretty cool. It's a big step forward. I know it's going to appeal to a lot of other people, which is great. But other than that, I know really nothing. I know there's a clown or something.
Oh, yeah. What was his name?
Hugh Morris over here. Hugh Morris, I think. It's humorous.
Hugh Morris. Hugh Morris. Yeah, Hugh Morris. He's a total Chad. There's one point in the Direct in which the main character that Nintendo created for the Direct is confessing her love to Hugh Morris. And for some reason, this clown-looking guy is getting the attention from everyone. You can see different people popping up. No, I am in love with you. No, I am. So you have this girl, then you have a guy, then you have a grandma sitting on the bottom of the seat he's sitting in, and then Hugh Morris goes to the grandma, and then at the end of the Direct, you can see them having a wedding. It's crazy. It looks really fun. It looks like a really interesting game. You also mentioned that you can choose to be male, female, or non-binary, and you can choose who to date. I think that's a great step forward for Nintendo. That's really good. Really happy that they are actually doing it.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Yeah, it took a long time, but again, cultures in Japan are a little different, so maybe they're catching up too.
Yeah, but I mean, also, Japan is the culture where boys' love is one of the most popular genres of fiction. So it's what are we doing, man? That's true. But yeah, Tomodachi Life is looking really great. I am not 100% convinced on getting this game.
I am not planning on buying it when it first comes out, but maybe I'll get it in Japan. I don't know. That seems like a really big game to get in Japan with a big discount in Japan because it's way cheaper there.
It is. It's a good deal cheaper, especially if your country's currency is goes further than the Japanese yen, which is the case for a lot of countries right now. I know for a fact that I will be getting it. We might even be getting 2 copies for my household, depending on how much I like it. Because I know for a fact my wife, Evie, she is the biggest Tomodachi Life fan you will ever meet.
Oh, that's great.
She's been really looking forward to this. I got her 3DS copy secondhand.
Wow.
So it was not cheap. They go for about $120 for the 3DS version. But I remember getting that for her, and she plays it every day since I got it for her, and she's really, really excited for this new game. So
to this day?
Yeah, to this day. It has not stopped playing it. Yeah, she's got a whole island, lots of people, a lot of fictional crushes on her island, I'm noticing, you know. I was on her island, too, for a little bit, and I got married to Hatsune Miku, so... Yay me.
That's great.
I know, so great for me. So
now you
great.
have 2 wives.
Yeah. It was funny. Actually, we got divorced, I think, but, you know, it's fine.
No!
I got divorced by Hatsune Miku. I can put that on my resume.
Wow.
It's a really fun game. I realize that it does not always appeal to everyone, but like to Night Sky, I was talking to Night Sky recently. He said he wasn't really sure about getting it, and now that we know it's going to be $60 US, I'm almost sure he's not. But there are people out there, you know, people that are really excited for this because they enjoy that kind of life sim game where you can freely choose certain things and wacky shit happens all the time. You know, it has an audience, you know? In a weird way, it's like a new Animal Crossing before the new Animal Crossing comes out. Kinda. Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. With a lot more wackiness, I think. Because Animal Crossing is more of a cozy game. This is more of a comedy game with, you know... I can't wait to see all the videos of people like putting their grandmas in the game, and then the grandma gets kicked to the moon for something. I don't know.
Or, you know, the grandma marries, I don't know.
Chuck Norris.
What's a funny
or
character?
Reggie Fils-Aimé. Yeah,
exactly. Or a ripped Shigeru Miyamoto. Who knows?
Yeah. Ripped Shigeru Miyamoto. That'd be a sight to see.
Yeah, but I'm really happy of hearing that you're going to get 2 copies. Potentially going to get 2 copies of the game.
Potentially, yeah. It depends on how much I think I'll enjoy it. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I think I'll get it, not on release day, but yeah, that sounds really good. Another thing, a rumor that's been going around is that we're going to get a brand new Nintendo Direct next week, the first week of February. There's been a lot of debate. Some say it's going to be a partners showcase. Some say it's going to be an actual Nintendo Direct. Personally, even though I would love a normal Nintendo Direct, it's more likely going to be a partner showcase. However, I've stated this many times. I think for the first time ever we're going to get something related to Halo on the Nintendo Switch 2. I have a feeling. I don't have any proof. I don't have any arguments besides Halo coming to the PS5. But I think Halo has a possibility, with Campaign Evolved, of being on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that. I never played Halo. I didn't really own an Xbox growing up.
Me neither. That's why I'm excited.
Fair enough. Yeah, I had an Xbox 360 in my teens, but I just used that to play Minecraft with my siblings. So I don't really have much to say. A Nintendo Direct would be neat. I'm waiting for like a dedicated Zelda Direct. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But for a partner show, yeah. That's another rumor I'm surprised you haven't mentioned. Is there was like a patent put out not that long ago for Triforce Heroes. So a lot of people were thinking they were.
I did not hear about that. I did not hear about that.
Yeah, someone was saying that there was like a patent put in place for Triforce Heroes, and that they're thinking there's going to be a Triforce Heroes remake or port for the Switch. So,
interesting.
You know, I'm looking for some of that action because that game was interesting. That's it.
It was just interesting for sure. It's just interesting. The music's great. That's all I'll say.
Oh yeah, no, for sure it was. Did you ever get to play the multiplayer of that game, or not really?
I played it for a little bit, but I mean, it was hard to find people who were actually willing to play it. And well, you know my internet. My internet always sucks. I'm surprised the recording hasn't crashed. So every time I will connect, I will disconnect. Actually, I just finished Kirby Air Riders yesterday, and I finished the story mode, and I was trying to play some matches, and I would get instantly disconnected, and that's when I said, okay, I'm done.
Dang, dude, that's crazy. Because I feel like your connection holds up pretty well for like Mario Kart, so that's
It does. So I don't know why Kirby is different.
Kirby is
so weird.
Sucking up your internet, dude. He just there goes your internet.
Literally. literally. And I forgot I was about to move to Kingdom Hearts, but there's one more thing that happened during this week. We got the Mario Galaxy Movie Direct, which it's a 7-minute direct, but we got a brand new trailer that looks incredible. I am more and more excited for this movie. As every day comes by, we have the new Old Spice collaboration. We have all the new toys being leaked. I'm really excited for this movie. I know you do not love Mario, but are you excited for the movie still?
I am, because as much as I dislike Mario, I have a soft spot for the Mario movie. There's just something timeless about Mario as a character and about his universe that makes him appealing even if you're not the biggest fan of his games. Like, I enjoy this cast, I enjoy these characters. They are icons of the gaming industry. So the Mario movie, even though we've had movie adaptations of video games in the past, the Mario movie was like the biggest, like, whoa moment for the whole genre of video game movies. As soon as Mario happened and it was a big success, the floodgates opened and suddenly we're seeing so many random video game adaptations. Everyone's trying to grab an IP so they can make that their new big thing, because Marvel and superheroes aren't as big as they were but in the 2010s, and now they're seeing video games movies as like the next big thing, and they're all trying to get a piece of it. So if you have the opportunity to make a Nintendo IP into a movie, it's like guaranteed money, you know? And that's great.
You mentioned something really interesting. Yeah, I've been seeing the market go more towards video game adaptations recently. We got a new Tomb Raider series coming out. The Witcher series is doing great. We have the Mario movie, the Zelda movie, the Sonic movie. And
Sonic movie's been doing great.
Yeah, the Minecraft movie was something.
It was something. Yes, it was.
So we're getting a bunch of video game adaptations, which, I don't know, I'm really happy for it. I'm nervous because I think that's a very easy way to mess things up. But I'm also excited because that means they could bring a new light into very cool projects like a Luigi's Mansion movie, a Metroid movie, a Star Fox movie, a Splatoon movie. I don't know, or maybe even series, like a TV series. There's TV shows, what I'm saying. There's a lot of possibilities which can go or really good or really bad. So it's kind of like thin ice, right? If you step too hard, you're going to destroy it. If it stays up, it's going to be a masterpiece. Also, God of War TV series also got like announced, a live action God of War movie.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on.
There is. Like, I feel like every single day I see something popping up about something new. Like you mentioned the Tomb Raider thing. I remember people being
as well.
Oh yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's another big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah, a really big one. The first movie did so well. The second movie I think also did pretty good. But the Tomb Raider thing, I remember people being so mad about the person they cast for Lara Croft for the stupidest reason, and you know the reason I'm talking about, I'm sure. There's definitely going to be some hit or misses, but I think overall it's a good direction for the film industry to start adapting these things, because it only does more good for the game industry itself to put a spotlight on these characters and on these stories, you know?
Exactly. And more people get to know them.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how excited I am for a Zelda movie. I've wanted a Zelda movie for so long. I know a lot of people don't...
the IGN video trailer movie as a kid?
Yes. Yes, I did, and I didn't care. I wanted to tell everyone that was telling me it was an April Fool's Day joke, I said, no. You're wrong.
It's
You're
real.
lying.
It's
real. It's real. Link was touching the Triforce, and it was real.
It was real for me.
Yeah, exactly. It was real for me. It was, dude. Ever since then, I've been wanting a Zelda movie, and I've wanted it to be live action. I know most people would rather have an animated Zelda movie like the Mario movie.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I like that idea. However,
more like Princess
I think it can
Mononoke,
work.
Actually.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people like the Princess Mononoke, Studio Ghibli, sorry. they want that direction for it, and I think that would be really cool. I did see that Nintendo was open to the idea of making more anime kind of projects for their IPs, if it can work, and I think it will. But just let me have this. I want a live-action Zelda movie. I think it can work. I think it'd be really cool. I think it could be like Lord of the Rings if they really want it to be. And that's like the standard for fantasy, kind of films. Yeah. And,
I mean, they
if
could
they do it
something
well,
really great.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as the music is good, at least we can work something out.
We can work something out.
I'm excited. I am excited as long as they maintain this, Zelda magic. Like Zelda has this certain magic around its games. As long as they maintain it, I'm good with it. And I'm excited to the possible Triforce, the Triforce popcorn bucket, or the Master Sword pedestal popcorn bucket.
Yes,
I'm excited for
I didn't even think about that, but you're so right. That's gonna be a thing that I can have. Oh man, you got me excited all over again. All right.
Also, I mean, I know you don't like Mario, but maybe we're going to get a Yoshi Egg popcorn bucket as well.
Okay, yeah, that would be really cool. And again, I think the Mario movies are really great. Going back to that, I think the second movie will be awesome. I'm definitely going to go see it. Me and my wife have talked about cosplaying to the Mario movie. I'm not sure who it would cosplay as, but I've always wanted to do Bowser. I think Bowser would be a cool costume.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go see it. I don't care.
Be sure to send me a picture.
I will. You'll see it somewhere.
But somehow, in 40 minutes, we covered every single Nintendo news that I have been gathering around for the last 2 weeks for this episode, which leaves us with enough time to talk about Kingdom Hearts. Now,
before that, sorry, can I take over your podcast for a second?
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to know, since the Switch 2 has come out, have you been playing more on your Switch or less? Like your Switch 2?
Actually, more.
More Switch games or less Switch games? More?
More. Well, interesting question. I mean, I've been... There are not that many Switch 2 exclusive games yet.
Oh, I'm not talking about just about Switch 2 games. I'm talking about playing on your Switch 2 versus playing on your Switch 1. Do you feel like you're playing more on your Switch 2 because it's a better console? Or do you feel like, it's kind of just whatever?
Oh, interesting. No, I am. I think I am playing more, actually. I feel more invested on Nintendo, actually. For some reason, I don't know why, it feels more professional to play.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. But I don't know. I've been enjoying playing my games more on the Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe because the screen is bigger, the Joy-Cons feel better, it doesn't feel like a toy like the Switch 1 did. It feels more like a professional device. I've been taking my Switch 2 to different coffee shops and taking it outside and then coming back home and playing on my TV, then bringing my Switch 2 downstairs and playing on my big TV. I've been doing a bunch of stuff that I didn't do with the Switch 1.
Yeah,
so I've been playing it more. Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm definitely playing this version of the console more in portable mode than I have been with the last one. I felt like I always wanted it in dock mode because it just looked better. But because of how good it looks in handheld, I take this with me into the living room, when I'm on the toilet, TMI, sorry. Just take it out with me, whenever I can, because not only is there just a lot of, more games that you can play on it, because it is a higher, more professional console, like you were saying, because it can play so many other, games that you couldn't really expect the Switch 1 to do. I'm not sure, what game have you been playing the most recently, do you think? That you couldn't play on the Switch 1?
That I cannot play on the Switch 1 or that I can play on the Switch 1?
That you can't play on the Switch 1, that you can play on the Switch 2.
Well, I just finished Kirby Air Riders. I had a 5-hour session yesterday. So that's the game that I've been playing. Shit. Yeah, I stayed up until 3:30 a.m. It sucked. And I woke up at 7. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I am so tired. I haven't slept. I am so tired.
Hey, I hear you. I've been getting a lot of hours out of my Switch too. I've been playing the Final Fantasy VII remake. That has been such a treat on the console. You would not expect it to run super well when you think about a Switch, but when it's the Switch 2, it's like, oh man, it's an all new ballpark. We are so back because I can play this game at like 60 frames per second on the go wherever I want. The battery dies so quick, but that's just the Switch 2, being the Switch 2. But still, I can play a game that is next gen on my Switch 2, and it feels great, you know?
Wow.
Like, it's so cool. It's so cool.
Well, I am really happy for you. You know what? I've been against getting Final Fantasy VII because of the game key cards, if I'm being completely honest. I understand that's the only reason that game can be there, in a way, but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm fully against key cards. I don't want to make this into a key card episode because it would take us all day, and it would take away from the Kingdom Hearts conversation. But
I mean, I'm down to talk about it if you'd prefer, but I mean, I'm good with whatever you want to talk about. This is your podcast. I just hijacked it for a few minutes.
Well, I'm going to move on to Kingdom Hearts. I just want to say that I hate game key cards. If you use them, that's fine. I'm just really against them for the time being. Maybe I change my mind. I don't know. It all depends. It all depends on which games come out as game key cards. It all depends.
Sorry, go ahead.
Like, for example, if I have the option to get it on the PS5 and it's not a game key card, I would much rather have it on the PS5, for example.
And that's fair. And, you know, to a degree, I actually do agree with you that I dislike game key cards, but I don't know. There's certain cases and examples that can be made for why the key card is like the only option, because there are like, you know, certain file sizes and, you know, taking up too much space on the go with the Switch 2. And there are, of course, people that don't own a PS5 and would much rather have the option of just getting it for the console they do have, you know, which is my case, unfortunately. I don't enjoy getting game key cards, but unfortunately, that seems to be Square Enix's MO when it comes to putting the games on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
I will say, if I have the option, like if they have a Switch 1 version instead, I'll just get that and then do the free upgrade for Switch 2. I don't need the Switch 2 game case or anything. So that's why I've been kind of at war with myself over the whole thing. But, sorry to derail the whole conversation. Just wanted to say my piece as well.
No, that's fine. Actually, I just want to say one more thing. I am not against game key cards when the file size is just too big. But when Nintendo really limits the cartridge production to only 64 gigabytes and it's already too expensive and they don't have an option for indie developers or for small games that are on a physical normal game for the Switch 1, but it's a game key card on the Switch 2, that's where my issue is. If it's just too big, more than 64 gigabytes, I understand the game key card. And actually, now that I think about it, I approve that method. But if it's an 8 gigabyte game and Nintendo just doesn't want to manufacture Nintendo Switch 2 games with a smaller size and it's just 64 gigabytes, that's where my issue is. Like small games that need to be game key card because Nintendo doesn't allow progression and it's just like we only have game key cards or 64 gigabyte cartridges. You choose. That's my issue.
Yeah. I agree with you. It really is mostly Nintendo's fault, not really the other companies or anything. Yeah. So
exactly.
Yeah.
But okay. Kingdom Hearts. Finally.
Kingdom Hearts.
I've been saving this topic, this list, for a special episode ever since September when I first started planning this podcast and my guests. Yes, you've been on my list since September. It is now almost February. This topic is on possible Kingdom Hearts world. I did my digging. These are worlds that are not currently in Kingdom Hearts games like at all. I must admit I haven't played any Kingdom Hearts games besides Kingdom Hearts 1. But they are on my list. I do plan to play them all. I have the story so far. I have Kingdom Hearts 3. I am planning on getting the rhythm game. Like, I am planning on getting into the series. I'm kind of hyped for Kingdom Hearts 4. I really want to play all the games. It's just it's a little hard with Rechain of Memories. It's hard for me to adapt to that game, to that style. It's taken me a little bit of a challenge, but I do want to get into that eventually. But here, I'm going to not rapid fire. We can talk about it, but I want to mention you some worlds that I have come up with that I think would be great for Kingdom Hearts. And you give me your opinions, if you would like them to be, or why you wouldn't want them to be there.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Okay, let's start with some easy ones. Well, the first one, Treasure Planet.
Okay, yeah. I feel like Treasure Planet is like the top of the. It's like everyone's top 3. I think it's okay. Even for me, I really would love Treasure Planet to be a world. Right? It's a really good movie. You know, it has a lot of heart to it, which is essential for a game called Kingdom Hearts. It has characters that are iconic, fun. You know, sadly though, I think that there is a certain point that we've reached in the series where older movies are going to be given less and less of a spotlight, and less of a chance to become a world in the game. And unfortunately for Treasure Planet, it kind of released to very, how do I say, like, limited returns. Like, it wasn't the most financially successful Disney movie. It was during their experimental era, along with Atlantis and, you know, a couple of others.
That's the second word I was going to mention. Interesting.
Well,
so Treasure Planet and Atlantis,
yeah, I think that's a perfect segue then, because Atlantis, again, another really good movie, lots of really cool characters. Whenever I think about those two movies, I think, wow, they were actually almost in the game. You know, they were in the game at one point.
Really? Wait, what?
Yeah, so in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, the 3DS game, Treasure Planet was actually a world in that game. It was canceled, though.
No!
The reason we know this is because there's a model in the game of the ship that they ride on to go find Treasure Planet. And Sora can, like, walk around on it. It doesn't have any textures, it doesn't have anything else, but people identified it, and that's what it is. It's Treasure Planet. It was almost in there, but now it's whatever.
Oh, come on.
Speaking of a couple other canceled worlds, just I'll rapid fire them off. Jungle Book was almost a world in Birth by Sleep. I believe there was also plans to put Wreck-It Ralph in Kingdom Hearts 3 completely, but...
Oh, that would be fun.
It was in the mobile game, but it wasn't in Kingdom Hearts 3. They just had Ralph himself in there, which was still pretty cool. But yeah, unfortunately for those two, I could see them happening if people begged for them enough, and people are, but chances are slim. Kind of slim.
Well, maybe as mini worlds, kind of like with Pinocchio or Peter Pan from Kingdom Hearts 1. I can only speak for Kingdom Hearts 1. So that's what I'm going to be referencing, but kind of like those worlds.
Yeah, maybe. I could see that. In Kingdom Hearts 3, there's like there's a lot, there's better space exploration, and you know, Monstro in like Pinocchio's world in Kingdom Hearts 1, he just kind of like flies in as you're flying through space to a different world, and then you get swallowed up. I could see that happening in Kingdom Hearts 4, something where the ship from Treasure Planet just kind of crashes into the gummy ship, and then you have to go on a little adventure with them. I think that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, but as for Atlantis, I mean, at least for me, I think that one is completely off the book. I don't think it's going to happen.
Damn. That's sad to hear.
Yeah.
What about The Incredibles?
Ooh, The Incredibles.
You mentioned you want, well, not that you want, but that the possibility for worlds comes to newer movies. So we have The Incredibles 3 coming out. The Incredibles is a classic, and we got the second movie not so long ago.
Yeah. No, I think The Incredibles is a very viable option. I think it has a lot of potential. It's very marketable. It's you know how big Spy Family is over in Japan, how everyone loves it? A lot of people wish that they had a family because of that movie or that show, and I feel like Incredibles would have a very similar effect. You know, they have that very close, tight family bond, and
like they have friends, they have family, all that stuff.
And Kingdom Hearts, you know, up until now has focused a lot on like the friends aspect, like my friends are my power, that kind of thing, right? But when it comes to, sorry if I'm talking too much, I'm yapping a lot.
No, go ahead. Like, the floor is yours. I really want to hear your opinions on these worlds. Like, this is your segment. We already talked for 40 minutes about Nintendo. This is your spotlight.
Okay, sorry. Okay. For Incredibles, I think it's really important that they do bring this into the game as a world. Not only because it would scratch the itch of having a little bit of superhero action, which we kind of got a taste of in Kingdom Hearts 3 with Big Hero 6, but also what we do know about a recently canceled Kingdom Hearts game called Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is that this new era of Kingdom Hearts from 4 onwards is supposed to kind of tie into bloodlines and like family and stuff, like figuring out where people come from, like what, like say Sora's ancestor, who he was and stuff, like that kind of aspect. So if you have a world all about family, then you can kind of get that little synergy moving along, if that makes sense. And so I think that it makes sense to have The Incredibles as a world. Will it happen? I don't know, but it would be really, really good. It would be really, really good.
If what you're saying about family is true, then there's no better representation of family than Coco, which is our next world.
And Coco is good for another reason. How do I say this really quick? Do you mind minor spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3, or do you not want any spoilers at all?
Go ahead. If they are minor, go ahead.
Okay, I mean, actually, it's kind of a major spoiler. Maybe I should have said...
It's fine. There's still a while before I play Kingdom Hearts 3, so I will not remember the specifics. So, go ahead.
It's a pretty big spoiler, man. Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Sora dies. You're just kind of sitting there. Did you already know that?
You know what? You know what's crazy? I was just sitting here because it actually just got out. Like, I got an connection error just as you were saying the spoiler. I swear to God, I have no idea what you said. But you know what? That's crazy because I actually didn't hear anything you just said.
Are you sure?
I promise you, pinky promise.
Okay.
But the podcast knows. So the podcast knows.
Okay,
but I don't.
The podcast will know what I'm talking about. Oh, this is perfect. This is great. I cannot have asked for better.
This worked out great. Wow. Okay. That was
good.
The craziest. Like.
Okay, don't watch back the podcast then.
Just
No,
I will not.
All right.
I will not watch it.
All right, but
wow. Okay.
Without saying the spoiler again, the next era is gonna focus a lot on death as well, because there are characters, I won't say who, that die in Kingdom Hearts 3. And, you know, we don't know what happens to them. But we do know that in Kingdom Hearts 4, the world that a certain character finds himself in is an afterlife world. So if you have a world called Coco, which is all about traveling through the afterlife, I think that works thematically very well as well. You know? That's another really good pick, DAGG. Yeah?
Woo.
Good choice.
I just want to see the Day of the Dead world. Like, imagine seeing that. The Coco Day of the Dead world. Like, that would be so cool. I have 4 more worlds that I want to talk about. The other one being Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Kind of like Big Hero 6 in a way.
Zootopia would be interesting. There's a particular reason why I like Zootopia. In Kingdom Hearts 2, we got a Lion King world. And Sora turns into a lion in that world. You know, and that's cool. But it's actually kind of interesting. That world and that design for Sora's character is a callback to Sora's original design before the game came out. He had a beta design where he actually had lion's paws, lion's ears, and a lion tail, and a crown on top of his head. And I think it'd be really interesting if they brought back that sort of similar design of a bipedal lion to Zootopia, if they did that for a world. So, you know, that's a pretty good pick. It's it's probably not my favorite pick that you've done, but it's definitely a good one.
No, definitely not. Interesting. Oh, these next 3 ones are going to be the craziest ones yet. The ones with the least possibilities, but I think they will be really cool. The first one is Epic Mickey.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going there. We're going there.
Okay, buddy. Listen, that would be so cool. You have no idea. I would love that world to be a thing. You know, Epic Mickey just had like a remaster or like a remake come out recently.
Rebrushed for the Nintendo Switch just last year. The second one wasn't really that well received, but people have been begging for a third one. So having a spiritual successor on Kingdom Hearts 4 to continue the story in Kingdom Hearts 4, that would be neat. That would be neat.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you got me sold on that one. I don't have much to really say, but I mean, actually, hold on a second. I just thought of something crazy. Okay, we don't have anything besides the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, but they recently, back in May, dropped some screenshots from the game.
Of Mickey, like, kind of in, like, a similar level to one in Epic Mickey, actually.
Yeah, similar to Epic Mickey, but also, it's kind of like a library. You know what libraries are full of? Books full of ink. So, I'm just saying, you know, that the cracked brain theories are happening. What if he does get to go to an Epic Mickey world? That'd be so cool. So cool.
That's the one I'm the most excited for, honestly.
Yeah.
There are 2 more. These are possible, but unlikely. The least possible one, in my opinion, is Marvel with the MCU.
Yeah. I don't know. Marvel... I think that it's possible, but it's possible. Like... It's only possible because of how big the MCU is, and thematically, it doesn't make the most sense. The only thing that like I could see being kind of cool is that Sora gets this new ability in Kingdom Hearts 4 where the chain from his Keyblade can be used to like swing from buildings and stuff, and I could see it being really cool if Spider-Man got to like swing with him or whatever, but otherwise it's not my favorite idea.
Unlikely.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I think Big Hero 6 was enough. And The Incredibles would be cool, but I can't really see, Sora fighting Iron Man or Thanos or anything. I don't like the idea that much.
I just have to throw it out there because the one that I really think could happen, maybe you already know what I'm about to say, but
I know
if it's related to family, well, there's no more famous family than the Skywalker family with Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts.
Cinema. Alright, I am such a big fan of the Star Wars idea. You have no clue. There are so many interesting things for Star Wars that mesh perfectly with Kingdom Hearts, okay? Light and dark, okay?
Yes.
You know, you have the father-son dynamic going as well. We don't know much about Sora's dad, but that could make him think of his own dad and where he is. And the whole like light and dark thing just works perfectly because, again, that's a very big thing going for Kingdom Hearts is light versus dark. And then I just think that a Darth Vader boss battle would be so cool, man. Give me a lightsaber. Yes! That'd be so cool. You have no...
Imagine
you get me so excited.
And Yoda talking together.
Oh my god, dude. Don't even get me started. Yeah, no. Star Wars... I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You probably saw the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer.
Yeah.
There's a particular shot in the trailer where someone swears that they see an AT-ST foot, like the machines that you see on Endor. So we might already have Star Wars like pretty much confirmed for the game, and it's going to be Episode 6 Star Wars, which is peak. Oh, man. I can't wait.
So,
I really hope.
There's a big hairy guy. Like...
Yoy! Donald, get him!
Or do you know how to do a Donald impression?
I do not. I know so many people that do, but I cannot do a Donald impression for the life of me.
Like, watch it! Like R2-D2 clashing with Donald.
Oh, yeah. Dude. I think it'd actually be so funny. Yeah, it would make sense to do R2-D2 and Chewbacca and stuff, but I would honestly think that Donald will get more pissed at like BB-8 or something, or like Chopper from Rebels. I think that if they were on the Ghost,
yes,
dude, if they were on the Ghost, I think that would be even better, dude. You have no clue. I think that'd be so fun.
I don't want to see anything from the sequels, but the original trilogy or any of the TV shows, I'm completely down with that.
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm there.
I'm so there. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, let's go. So those were actually all the worlds that I have planned. Is there any world that I didn't mention that you would love to see in Kingdom Hearts?
Let me think about this for a second.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you mentioned really off question. A lot of my big ones. Yeah, it is. You know? Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, but I mean, it's a total long shot. It is really a total long shot, but I mean, I know Disney has like the streaming rights to my favorite anime, Bleach. I think that it'd be really cool and kind of funny if they just kind of did a little world on that. I don't know if I really want that to happen, but I think it'd be kind of sick. I don't know, combining two of my favorite things ever. You know, whatever. Serious answer? Kind of want to see them bring back Pinocchio's world again.
Oh, okay. Like, not just Monstro, but like actual Italy?
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'll be down for that. That would be cool.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
just a random off the dome idea. I got nothing else. You named off like a lot of the big ones, a lot of the really cool ones, so I got nothing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Sora Car.
No, cursed. Delete it. Kill the fire.
Okay. Well, that was everything that I had planned for the podcast, and we did it in a great time. I'm surprised we managed to cover everything. So, Key, before ending the podcast, is there anything else you want to say?
Ka-chow. No, I'm kidding.
No,
there's nothing else I really want to say. I just want to say it was a pleasure to be on your podcast, DAGG. I've been listening to quite a few of your episodes, talking with a lot of our other friends, and it's been a good time. Chatting with someone not just about Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts is kind of all I talk about now, so it's cool and kind of nostalgic to talk to you about Nintendo stuff, and also just get really excited about possible worlds for Kingdom Hearts 4. I haven't felt that in a little while too.
Aww.
So yeah, so thanks for having me on, dude. It's been a pleasure.
Of course.
You're a really cool guy. I miss you.
Oh, miss you too, buddy. Hope we can meet up soon. Well, thank you so much for coming here. I really do appreciate it. I really hope to see you in the future. We already have a lot of plans. When more Kingdom Hearts information comes out, you are going to be invited for this podcast. Always, when we get the eventual Ocarina of Time remake with my Unreal Engine graphics,
God, no.
Of course you're going to be invited. Of course we're going to talk. We're going to debate. We're going to love it. No, but really, in all seriousness, thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. YouTube.
Good.
Occasionally on Twitch. And Blue Sky, kind of.
Blue Sky?
All of it's Key of Time 15. So
perfect. And everything is going to be linked down below in the description if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify, be sure to head over to YouTube, check the description, and that way you can get all the links. And everyone, thank you so much for listening and for watching DAGG Podcast episode number 8. Thank you, Key, for being a part of it.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye.
See ya. See you.